All right, we're here in northern Utah, winter wonderland this year. Just wanted to talk about the heat pump that I installed into this shop that we're building here. As you can see, it's pretty nice. At least the area is. We like it here. It's where I grew up. That being said, it's pointless. I just want to show you and talk about the Mr. Cool DIY, the 27K unit. Let me turn this around and show you what's going on. This is the heat pump that we installed. We had to do it 7 feet off the ground due to the fact that I have 3 mini split units inside, and to accommodate and have all the plumbing come together, we had to lift it. So that's where we placed it. Just kind of show you here, this is the power supply coming into it, and the flexible copper tubes, which they say you can only bend up to 3 times before you're going to have issues, which I agree. Comes out of the walls. I had room in the shop because of the cavity space between the wood framing and the metal building itself. We were able to actually run all the plumbing in between that cavity, so it worked out for us. If not, you'd probably have to run it out individually and then loop it around the side of the building to this spot. Anyways, it's a 35 amp breaker that this 27K unit requires. You can see the electrical that comes into the top place right here. It was kind of a pain. I had my buddy helping me hook that up. He said that it was only wired for meant for up to 12 gauge wires. We run 8 gauge because it's a 35 amp. We want to make sure we're good there. So that was kind of a pain in the butt, but he got it taken care of. So let me show you inside. Okay, I'll continue. This is inside the shop. This is the living quarter space that we're building right now until we can build our house. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. All right, this is coming in here to our mezzanine. This is the main unit that will be, it's a 12K upstairs. This will heat the majority of the space. It's turned off at the moment, but it's pretty slick. We like it so far. And then we'll have one more unit in here, in the upstairs anyways, and that will be in the bedroom. You can see the plumbing. This was kind of a challenge, is getting that flexible copper through a 2x4 wall without messing anything up. And then you can see as it lowers here, it got the drain line coming out and then follows it out towards the heat pump. This one, the copper plumbing comes from the wall in between the cavity, like I mentioned, drops down. This way we had just enough at the 25 feet. Same with this one, there wasn't a whole lot of leftover room on plumbing. For the 25 feet that they give you, you have the option of 10 feet or 25. I bought 25 because I didn't know where I was going to put these at the time. Anyways, we got this to work. It was a challenge. Had to be very meticulous and articulated that through. But as you can see, it kind of drops down, comes through the wall. Again, there's a third one that's downstairs, which will be my wood shop eventually. Anyways, that was closest to the heat pump. So 25 feet of plumbing was a little more than we needed, so we actually had to loop this one around, as you can kind of see. Jumps up here, comes around. That way we can accommodate to that heat pump without any issue. All right, now this will be the wood shop eventually. Right now it's more just, it's a mess is what it really is, but it won't be one day. Here's the third unit. And this is where the magic happens. This is where we decided to punch a hole through the wall. As you can see, everything's running through those 3 areas. And it worked out. I had to run this one because the angle wasn't enough to get out where I wanted, so I actually had to drop this line underneath, which I didn't want to do, but I had to. Anyways, one thing I did notice, and I was worried about it at first, but realized just because of the cold weather, and this is a air conditioner and heater, every so often the numbers will pop up from whatever temperature you have it set up to, a reading that says DF, which apparently means defrost, and it'll go through that cycle whenever the heat pump outside gets too cold that it starts to freeze. Anyways, what that does when it goes to the DF, it apparently shuts it down, goes into a reverse cycle, and it melts the heat pump and drains the water out of it that's collected, the condensation, that way, and then it'll switch back to heat, so you'll be able to continue to heat your room. That happens multiple times throughout the night right now this time of year. That being said, I don't know, anywhere to 3 to 5 minute long cycle. That's it. I would definitely recommend the Mr. Cool DIY. Not quite as easy as I thought it would be, but it worked out for the most part, so we're happy with it.